Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome what we call it, the eve before Memorial Day. Good to see you, Gillis, Frederick, everybody on social media. Welcome back. We're having a little bit of a catastrophe going on this morning. We're going to talk about all the breaking news. You see what's happening with Apple. You see what's happening in the market. A lot of bleeding going on that watch list. But the good thing is, some of you here have been logging in early. You're doing pretty well on that IMNN. We're going to talk a little bit about it with a nice runner-up already, up about 180%. You know, that just made the watch list. All right, so regarding about the news that's going on, so the past 2 days, we had the Cyber Expo. We did really well. Hold on. Let me just change so you guys can watch a little bit different here on social media. So we had the Cyber Expo, great event, had some great speakers. Hopefully everyone took advantage of some of their promotions that they were running. I love having the same people on, regarding about the options, swing trading, psychology, stuff like that. We had some new people there. If you missed any of those videos, please go to our YouTube channel. They are there for your listening pleasure and watching pleasure. It's going to be a long weekend. It's going to be a really long weekend. Today, a lot of kids are off from school. My kids are off. I don't know about everybody else, but market is closed on Monday. So if you're out of this, if you're logged in from different parts of the world, different parts of the country, we are closed for Memorial Day. By the way, I know we have a couple of veterans here. We did have a couple of veterans. We had Wiz on yesterday from Top Gun Options. Always like to say thank you for your service and keeping us safe. So without you guys, I don't know where we would be today. So always want to remind everybody of that, and everyone else that's listening on social media. But yes, market's closed, and it's going to probably be a little bit long weekend. Let me listen. I always tell you the weather. I don't want to be the weatherman here, but weather is a factor, and it's going to be crappy going in today. But here in New York, Monday is going to be in the 70s. Could be nice on Monday and Tuesday. So you might see people might extend their weekend going into Tuesday. So it might be a little slow. But with everything that's going on in this market, the activity and stuff like that, it's going to be a pretty hectic. So as much as I thought this morning would be kind of quiet and sure looked like we were heading that way, actually being very positive and very strong going into that open, going to this morning, Trump just put a big kibosh on it. So basically the news, if you did not hear, let's just bring it up. So let me change this channel. We'll come back to this one. So Apple, basically, Trump told them that anything you make that's not built in America, you're going to get hit with a 25% tariff. So you want to still build your stuff in China and bring it over here, you can hit with a 25% tariff. That really crushed the stock a little bit. You could see how it went from like 202 all the way down to 195. So that killed it. And then obviously I don't think it affected too much, but then the other news came out that Trump said January 1st, he's raising tariffs on EU at 50%. So, listen, it's a bargaining chip. Let's see how it goes. Market doesn't like it. I think they just probably EU is like walking their feet a little bit, but you know what? It's not that far away from now. You're talking literally, I don't know, about 7-8 days from now, right? So you could see what could happen. And you know what's crazy too? The June 1st is a Sunday. Okay. So you got the weekend. So I don't know if it was planned that way or whatever, but it basically, and that's going to kick in over the weekend. So June 2nd could be a fun day. So unless they come up with something, I think they're going to solve something, Anyway, that's what's making the market go down. So which is good for us as traders. It's making some good volatility for us. If you're long, kind of sucks. I kind of went long a couple of stocks yesterday. I did buy more Archer. I was psyched yesterday. It looked pretty good. I woke up this morning. I'm like, oh, I'm up pretty good on Archer. But it did go down. So I'm losing money on Archer. Not that much. I bought it right around here, right around the 1160. So it is down. I did buy some GameStop. Okay. So does everybody know the rumor that's going on with GameStop? GameStop had a huge run up yesterday. Okay. It went from like 28 up to 31 right here. It kind of like jumped in. I got in right around this spike right here before it made that nice move. But right now I'm like breaking even. Yeah. That's right, Josh. Thanks for sharing that. So the CEO of GameStop basically, from what they said, he bought over $1 billion of Bitcoin. Now, you obviously saw Bitcoin breaking all-time highs. So, listen, could this be the next MSTR? Could be a good play. I'm playing it. All right, so we'll see how that works out. But if that we get anything, and we've seen GameStop. I mean, I made a couple of videos on it. We saw what happened. All we need, right, Josh? Right, and all the traders here. All we need is Roaring Kitty to come out and send out a tweet. That's all we need. Whatever's going on with that. All we need is that to need that. So GameStop is going back on the watch list. All right. So what we traded yesterday, for some of you that missed out, a couple of good, interesting stocks that did move pretty well yesterday. Let's talk some of them. IONQ. That had a really beautiful run, 32 to 46. Now, if you remember, I was talking yesterday, for some of you watching our event, you don't have to kill it. You don't have to kill it. You make 50 cents on a stock on 1,000 shares. It's your $100,000 salary. You don't got to make 10 points on it. But one thing that's good to show is that the thing is constantly moving. What is IONQ? What do we keep talking about? And I keep telling you the last several days. You forgot? Okay. All right. It's all about the nuclear stocks. Nuclear stocks and quantum stocks are all moving, and they're all doing well. So let me just go over here talking about some of the nuclear stocks. SMR, I mean, look at it. It was at $15. You're talking almost a double. It did unbelievable in the after hours. SMR, it was the other one. OKLO, that one also. They're all moving pretty well. Okay, so those all did well yesterday. I mean, they're doing great as a swing trade, just in general. So that was that. Rigetti, RGTI, another quantum stock, doing really well right there. We've been trading these stocks. Pony, I actually bought more Pony. I listen, I was telling you what I was looking for was consolidation right here. And sure enough, Pony, obviously, it was sitting on it. I didn't buy too many shares of it. But we got to break through this high right here. That's the 23.88, which we almost got there. But this little kibosh on the news. But Pony has been an unbelievable move for us. Look at the stock, $5 to 20. You know what? Is it okay to chase at 17, 18? Yeah, why not? Listen, it's at 20. We got to break that resistance. Obviously, great news on Pony. It's all about the consolidation that you learn in class. Great little mover. And the list goes on and on. Coin did well. ASST did great. Another nice little mover. What a unbelievable stock. I would be nervous swing trading this stock. Going from 50 cents to $14, we've been day trading it, but remember, we always kind of focus on one foot in the door, maybe the other foot out the door. So it's getting a little too volatile right now, but what a great move. Stock is literally up about almost 1,000%, maybe more than that. But another great mover. Anyway, I don't want to sit there and keep harping on the past. Let's focus on the future. What do we got going on this morning? Let's go hop back on the biggest percentage gainer, because that stock is still being very strong. IMNN. So I'm looking over here on level 4. Let me just show you what we got going on over here. A lot of orders over here filling up. It started making a big move right around 9 o'clock. You can see it was at 95 cents. It went to $1.20. So even though you chased it, you still did pretty well at 8:30. I know you guys were all over it in the cyber group room, which, by the way, if you're watching on social media and you want to come and join us here in the trading room, we just put that link right there. Just take your phone, scan that QR code, or the one on the top right-hand corner. We're here all day commentating, and you can watch us trade this. And you probably want to be in there after seeing what's going on this morning. So hopefully we'll see you all there. That one's moving up pretty nice. I'm going to put Apple on the list, APPL. All right, we got GameStop on there. Other stocks that are on the most active. I didn't see that much out there. I'll be honest with you. The LTRY lottery was pretty good. I don't know. I didn't even know lottery was, I don't even know why lottery is even public, but looking over here on some orders over here, a couple of big iceberg orders right around 240, 250. We traded it a few times. It did great yesterday, but it's definitely picking up. I got to find out, do we know the news on lottery? I mean, that's a pretty big run from a 50-cent stock going all the way to about $2. Obviously, they're doing something. I know we traded back in February. The stock ran from 30 cents up to $1.50, and it came crashing down. Hopefully, it's not another short squeeze. Yeah, Samuel, that was the other one I didn't bring up. Another Nuclear stock that did pretty well. So NNE, let me write those back on the list. Okay. Hello. By the way, OKLO is pretty volatile, though. Just be very careful. Very, very nasty shakes. SMR is not as bad when it comes to it. All right. And that's about it. This one's got good volume. It is trending down, though. Its stock was a $25 stock. I'll put this on the B list. LITM. We'll put that on the EU. Does that have anything to do with the EU market? No, probably not. All right. What else we got going on here? That's about it there. Nothing in New York Stock Exchange that jumped out on me that I saw also on the losers list. I mean, other than the ETFs are doing because of the news that's out there, but those are pretty much moving. You can see the nuclear stocks, number 5, number 6, big percentage gainers making big comebacks right there. All right. The VIX, what's going on there? There's that big pop on the VIX, obviously for the news. And Deckers, that one's taking a big hit. I guess they had earnings last night. Deckers Outdoor. All right. Well, it's getting close to a support level, so could get a bounce on that. DECK. All right. Allison saying Nuke Z. Is that N-U-K-K or N-U-K? Was it N-U-K-Z? Yeah, I'm not too crazy about that. Nah, not really. Maybe if you're doing a swing trade, but volume is absolutely disgusting on that one. All right. IBIT obviously taking a little bit of a hit too, but what a hell of a run. Where is Bitcoin right as of today? Right now, it is trading at 10,800. Let's look at here in level 4. There's your Bitcoin right there. It was 7 o'clock this morning at 11,000 and 100 and 100, but now it's backing off. All right, let's get ready for the market open up, everyone. We got about 15 minutes. Don't forget, stock market is closed on Monday. It doesn't look like we're going to be going down, easily into the weekend with all this news that came out that Trump posted, but we'll see how the Wall Street reacts to it. So looks like people are going to be sticking around for a while, and maybe something else will hopefully make it pop. So let's see how they all work out. We'll post a watch list. If you're watching on social media, once again, if you want to register for upcoming events, just click on that little link right there, and or just scan that QR code. You could join us. We're here all day. Everyone else, we'll be back in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. And like we always say, traders, you see something, say something. And if you're new here to Cyber Trade University, please do not buy any of the stocks. You're only here to watch to see how our traders could think for themselves and see how we get in and out of them, because it's not about the winners. It's about the losers. You got to know how to control. Good luck, everybody. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.